Well, hi, it's Thursday, so here's today's vlog. As far as topics, I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about really. I might just kind of talk in general about some things that are going on. I'm trying to talk quietly for a couple different reasons. One, my voice has been acting weird, like, I don't know if it's like a second puberty thing or what, but like it was super scratchy yesterday and like it hurt a little bit, and so I'm just like trying to talk quietly so it doesn't hurt so bad. And then also, it's awkward. I always feel awkward making vlogs in my dorm because I'm just like sitting here by myself talking to a camera, and it's a little bit awkward sometimes, so yeah. But yeah, so topics that I could talk about today. Well, for one thing, we could talk about the Super Bowl that's coming up. I'm super excited about that. So we'll talk about that. And what else? Oh, my weekend. I did tell you that I would probably come back from my weekend with some stories. Yeah, so I will talk about my weekend as well. And then I'll give you the word of the day. And yeah, I think that'll probably be it for this video, because I'm actually just trying to cram this in before my roommate gets back. She has practice from like 2 to 5, but I also have homework to do, and also, like you've probably seen in my last couple videos, my suite mate who lives next door tends to pop her head in here and ask me for things and ask me questions and stuff, so I'm just trying to cram this in where no one's gonna bug me. But yeah, so anyway, I guess I'll start with my weekend because that's probably the more recent thing for me. So this weekend I went home with my family because it was a 3-day weekend. I forgot that it was going to be Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And anyway, so I have classes off that day, and I went home for the weekend and hung out with my family. Went to a movie with my mom, my grandma, and my 2 brothers. Went to see Paddington. That was a cute movie. I liked it a lot. I like kiddie movies a lot. It's kind of a thing. And then also, spur of the moment, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of hard to tell on this camera, I guess you can kind of see it, but I dyed my hair a little bit, well, all of it. And anyway, it like was supposed to be like a blondish color, but because my hair is naturally so dark, it just lightened it. If I turn my lamp on above my head, you can definitely see it better, but you can kind of tell. Anyway, like every picture I take, like, and I send to people, they're like, oh, it doesn't look like it's any different. It looks the same, maybe a little bit lighter. I'm like, guys, it's like actually though. So like if I look in the mirror, it looks totally different than what it was, but this camera's not doing any justice. So yeah, out of the blue, I was in the car with my friend Kelsey, who is naturally a blonde, and we were like, let's dye our hair. Just YOLO, let's do it. So she dyed her hair brown, like kind of a sandy brown, but because her hair's naturally blonde, like it definitely was darker for her. And then we wanted to do mine in a blonde, but we'll see how that worked out. And I have another box of it in the bathroom, so I might redo it, but we'll see. Yeah, and so we just did that. I didn't tell my parents before I was gonna do it. I just told them, oh, we're gonna dye Kelsey's hair. I didn't tell them we were gonna dye mine. So when I came downstairs with my hair newly dyed, they were like, whoa, what's going on? And you know, ever since I got back on campus, I've gotten nothing but compliments about it, which, you know, is great, and I like it. But you know, like my dad was like, I like your hair darker, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, either like, I don't know, it just takes him a while to get used to things. So yeah, anyway, so that was that this weekend. And then this weekend was that amazing game between the Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. My roommate is a Packers fan, so I was teasing her a little bit after we won, because she actually grew up in the Green Bay area, and I mean, she only like has lived in California for a little while, and then came up here for college, so technically she is a Green Bay person. Anyway, but yeah, so that awesome game where we won in the last, like, what was it, like 42 seconds or something, we made all those touchdowns and kicks and stuff. It was great. It was a great game to watch, though. My dad was hilarious because he, like, I don't know, like my dad has a loud voice. Like, he can yell, he will yell at the TV watching football, that's normal. But this weekend he had a bit of an ear infection, and so his voice was a little bit louder than normal because he like couldn't hear himself. So it was funny because he was so freaked out, you know, freaking out about the game, that he was not only yelling but like even louder than normal. And it was just funny because he's like, this is sick, and he's like, what was it he said? He said like, either they're gonna win this game and it's gonna be really, they're gonna do it, it's gonna be really sick, it's gonna be awesome, or they're gonna lose and it's gonna make me sick. And it was a funny moment. Kind of had to be there, but it was funny. And then yeah, and then following that game was the Patriots and the, I keep wanting to say the Broncos, it's the Colts. Why? Because they're both horses, but anyway, the Colts. And then there's all this controversy over that right now because of the fact that the Patriots had deflated footballs that they were playing with, and then I don't know, like, I don't know where I stand on that really. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't have cheated or whatever if they did cheat. I think there's like a review posted on that today. But anyway, you know, cheaters shouldn't be let into the Super Bowl for one thing, but for another thing, what I keep thinking is, you know, even if the balls weren't deflated, would the Colts still have lost? Like, would they have even had a chance of winning anyway? Because I mean, like, a lot of their, I watched the game, you know, with my dad. We were all sitting there, and I mean, a lot of their gameplay was just, it just sucked. Like, it wouldn't have mattered if the ball was flat or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think that maybe it doesn't really matter. But again, you know, the whole cheating thing, that's not okay either. So, and you know, overall, I'm kind of neutral on it, just because one, I'm not hugely involved with football. Neither of my brothers play it. My dad did play it when he was in high school, but not like famously. Like, he wasn't like a big football star or anything. So I mean, it's like not a huge thing to me. And I mean, I've been called a bandwagoner with the Seahawks, but hey, I was born here. I've always cheered for the Seahawks, and you know, only recently have I really begun to appreciate football in general. So I guess, you know, it makes sense that it looks like I'm a band. I hate that word, bandwagoner with the Seahawks. But in reality, you know, they've always been my team. I was born here, so, you know, and that's all. That's the only team I've ever rooted for, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah, there's that. So the second thing I was going to talk about, well, that was the second thing I was going to talk about, was that, yeah. All right, cool. I'm just losing track of stuff. I've just been super out of it the last couple of days. I'm not sure why. Just tired, I guess. I mean, it's funny because I like complain that I'm tired, and then I continue to go to bed at like 1:30 in the morning or 2, and it's just like, all right, it's your own fault that you're tired, and you need to stop complaining. But I'm tired, guys. Anyway, so I will give you the word of the day here. I'm going to look it up on my laptop real quick because I don't have it ready. Word of the day. According to Merriam-Webster online. Oh, my computer has just been ridiculous these last few days. Like, it keeps sending me like, your computer might have a virus. Ever since I downloaded this thing for one of my classes that I have to have, it's just like, will not like, it just is so stupid. What is this thing doing? No, go back. Okay, got it. The word of the day is morganatic. It's spelled like this down here. And it means, it's an adjective, and it means of, relating to, or being a marriage between a member of a royal or noble family and a person of inferior rank, in which the rank of the inferior partner remains unchanged, and the children of the marriage do not succeed to the titles, fiefs, or entailed property of the parent of higher rank. So, I guess the only way I could probably explain this is like, if you look back in history of like England, where they have like a, you know, like kings, queens, their monarchy of people, and then like say, well, like what happened with Kate Middleton and stuff, although this is like morganatic doesn't apply to this case, but something of the like say it was the female that was the noble and the male that was the underling, the children would not be nobles. They would be underlings as well, because it was their mother that was the noble, something like that. It's the whole hierarchy of how their system works, and this is more like related to ancient, or not ancient times, but like Middle Ages, because you know they don't really have fiefs anymore, but like yeah, the whole property thing. So yeah, that's the word of the day, and I hope you guys have a great Friday and weekend. I will post one on Monday. I apologize for not posting one on this last Monday. Like I said, I was home for the weekend and I had forgotten that it was MLK Day, so I was home later on Monday night and didn't get back here until like 7 or 8, and then yeah, it was just, my roommate was already in here and I didn't want to like kick her out. It was a mess, and I was busy. I had other homework I had to cram and finish, so yeah. Anyway, so I will post one on Monday next week, so I'll be here. And yeah, so you guys have a great weekend, and I hope you are rooting for the right team. Go Seahawks for the Super Bowl, yeah. And I will see you later. Bye.
Must be heavy from that cross in your neck. You only wear 'cause you're wary of what comes next after your death. Don't think I didn't notice.